Hey guys, so in today's video, I thought that I would give you a little recap of how my reassessments went yesterday for both occupational therapy and physical therapy. Um, so basically, I did not get what I wanted out of either one of them. Um, and that would be to be done with both occupational therapy and physical therapy. Um, let's see. Basically, we are still, for at least another month, going to try to do strengthening for my arm in occupational therapy, and then we can talk about either dropping down the frequency of my appointments. So currently I'm going 1 to 2 times a week, and we're talking about potentially dropping it down to 1 time a week. I would like to be done with occupational therapy altogether because I feel like I can do strengthening exercises for my arm on my own. And I feel like it's kind of dumb for me to go and have insurance pay all of this money to go to do occupational therapy treatments when it's something that I'm able to do on my own, if that makes sense. Physical therapy is another story. I do feel like I could still benefit from physical therapy treatments. However, I feel like if I was to get a job, physical therapy treatments would obviously be more difficult for me to get to. And I really want to get a job because of reasons that I've told you in previous videos. I want to make my own money and not have to have other people help me pay my bills. It's just very frustrating. So it's stuff that I need to figure out. I have made progress in both occupational therapy and physical therapy over the last month. I've been doing occupational therapy since November of 2024, and as of the day I am filming this, it is the last day of April 2025. So I've been doing this for quite a while now, and so if you were me, I feel like you would understand why I'm so frustrated to continue to have to do occupational therapy. Um, Physical therapy, I've only been doing for a few months, but I am getting quite a bit of function back. Basically, I'm able to walk with a walker. I just can't lift up my toes. So my toes kind of drag on the floor when I'm walking, or on the ground when I'm walking outside. And so I do feel like I could still benefit from physical therapy. I just feel like I said, it would be difficult for me to get a job and to actually be at that job for multiple hours a day. If I have to worry about getting back and forth to and from physical therapy, because it's something that, I have 2 appointments a week for physical therapy. And, if you're working, they aren't going to want you to be at some appointment 2 days a week and miss out on work 2 days a week, at least for an hour. So it's just something that I just wish that I could be done with. And I'm very frustrated at the lack of progress with my toes because, I've definitely made a lot of progress, and I don't want you guys to think that I'm ungrateful for the progress that I've made, because just a few months ago, really, I didn't know if I was going to be able to walk again. I didn't know if I was going to be in a wheelchair for the rest of my life or for long term. So I get it. And like I said, I don't want to seem ungrateful, but I want to be able to work. I want to be able to do things that a normal person of my age is able to do. I want to be able to have a life and to, you know, have a job, make my own money, pay for things myself, be able to do things, spontaneously, and, take the dogs outside for a walk and just live my life, basically. Um, So, like I said, it did not go the way that I was hoping it would. I did do some testing yesterday with physical therapy. So, we did a 2-minute walking test and a 6-minute walking test. I don't remember what the 2-minute walking test results were, but the 6-minute walking test, I believe it was somewhere around 154 feet within 6 minutes. And he said normal people around my age, which I'm about to be 37, are around 400 to 500 feet in that 6-minute time frame. So I've definitely made quite a bit of progress. Like being in a wheelchair just a few months ago to, well, not even a few months ago, not being able to walk or move my toes, or not my toes, but my leg, not being able to bear weight really fully on that leg, to now I'm fairly decently close to people my age, within my age group, and how they are normally able to walk. So I just want to be done with all of it. I want to be back to a quote unquote normal life and do the things that everybody else my age is able to do. And I need something good to happen. I need this to work for me. So, yeah. Anyways, I don't want to keep complaining. That's enough for today's video. Let me know if you guys have any comments or questions or topics you would like to hear me talk about on my channel in the future, and I'll talk to you in tomorrow's video.